Taurus. Hello, Taurus. Welcome. We're going to do a general read for you today. We're going to look at a few things. We're going to look at your current energy. We're also going to look at what's working for you, what you need to be aware of. Now, those could be very important for you, regardless of whether the desire or the outcome fits. So each section may have a message for you. I would urge you to watch all of the different sections, but that's completely up to you. Now, I've got a new deck here, and it's actually, I've got two. I'm going to use the Shaman's Oracle, and then I also have this other beautiful deck called the Chakra Wisdom Tarot. But let's start. We're going to look at what your current, and that was your card trying to come out, the King of Coins. We're going to look at your current energy. So I'm going to use the Shaman Oracle for that. This is completely new. I have not used it. So Taurus, let's hope it's in tune with you. So Taurus, current energy for Taurus, please. I might do this as more of a freestyle read, but let's have a look. For Taurus, please. What's Taurus' current energy? Taurus's current energy, please. Hunter of Death. Ooh. Dun, dun, dun. Dancer of Fear. Interesting. And the Shaman of Purification. Interesting. Shaman of Purification. This is change. This is change in a big way for you. Now, the other one that we're looking at is the Hunter of Death. Now, the Hunter of Death talks about change as well. Awakening, renewal, breaking old patterns. So killing off that which doesn't serve you anymore. Now, the Dancer of Fear. The Dancer of Fear, maybe you are holding yourself back. There could be this possible fear of failure. Just sort of those, how are things going to change? How are you going to be able to react to things as you are experiencing this purification and sort of the Hunter of Death, where you have these major changes and transformations taking place. So let's go through this and let's start to clarify these cards. So if this is in your current energy, let's clarify. Thank you. Temperance. Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups did show its head again. Okay. Temperance, Queen of Cups, Ace of Swords. So this, in your current energy, is looking at the balance that you are needing to maintain in love, or maybe you just need to be patient in love. And rather than being stuck in your heart space, really having that sort of initial victory over sort of yourself is what I get. So as you're going through this purification, being able to go through it and experience the change that takes place, understanding that sometimes you're not your emotions. The body can have its own emotions while your head is having a different thought around it. The Dancer of Fear, there's some fear around love. And the Hunter of Death. This is just the change that's taking over. You need to be patient with yourself as you experience all of these changes. So let's go into, I kind of want to go back to the other deck and look at what your desire is. This will be interesting. Can we get a card? One card for desire, please? For Taurus. One card for desire for Taurus. Let's do this again. One desire. One card for desire. Okay, that'll work. The Ancestor of Skill. Now, the Ancestor of Skill. I'm just going to have a quick look at this. Ancestor of Skill. Apologize, my fingers don't flip as fast as my mind does. The Ancestor of Skill is talking about being able to recognize your abilities. You know, what comes easy to you may not come easy to others. So let's actually clarify what this Ancestor of Skill is all about. Let's clarify, and this is in the desire. So this is interesting. Queen of Coins, Three of Wands, Four of Coins. So this really makes sense when we clarify this. So having the skill to protect yourself from loss, to maintain those things that are close and dear to you. We also have the Queen of Coins. This is like the Queen of Cups. This is an individual who is capable, practical, she knows her worth. And then we have the Three of Wands, and this is this progress that you are starting to see. Now, we see that even though with the Four of Coins here, there may be the worry of maybe you're being really frugal right now. You know there's expenditures that you have to make. It doesn't make it any easier with things. So let's see what your outcome is. I want to go back to this deck. This is interesting, actually. What is the outcome? For Taurus, please, one card. What is the outcome? Thank you. Oh, we're going to get two. So we have the Spirit of Healing and the Ancestor of Illusion. Now, healing is being able to heal yourself, heal your world, maybe those around you. But when we look at the Ancestor of Illusion, there's a lot of distractions that may be coming up for you. And so as you're facing those distractions, it makes sense when you're trying to build on different things that you don't distract yourself. Like it's easy to get distracted by, you know, little things that just chew up amounts of your time. You know, whether that's, you know, playing computer games or Candy Crush or, you know, checking social media, whatever. So let's clarify. Thank you. Eight of Cups, the Death card, and the Eight of Wands. So this is kind of balanced if you look at 8 and 8 with Death in the middle. So the Eight of Wands is about communicating, moving things along at a quicker pace, but walking away from something. And this goes back, and then we have the Death card, and that speaks to a lot of the change that you're undergoing now. So don't walk away from the change. Be the change, go through the change, and things will go better for you. And then all of a sudden the Fool pops out. You have everything you need. Like just get going. It's not like you need to plan it all out. You can start moving forward. Now, let's go into what's working for you. I really like this deck, actually. What's working forward? Taurus. Reflections. The Shaman of Reflections. Now, when we look at the Shaman of Reflections, we've had a couple of different ones show up. This is being aware that there's other paths. There's being aware that you can accept the reality that's around you. You don't have to sugarcoat it. And that's what's working for you. So as you're going through this, you're seeing that there are different things available to you. So let's clarify. Can we clarify Shaman of Reflections, please? Thank you. Four of Cups, Three of Swords, and the High Priestess. Well, it looks like what's working for you is that something has fallen apart. And what's fallen apart has been a relationship. You're not sure possibly what has gone on with this, and you're not sure if you really want to go back to it. You're still in sort of that analyzing stage. You're in that reflective point where you can look at things and you're just trying to look at them from different angles rather than just looking at them as, you know, what's behind. But it seems to be chewing up a lot of your mental space. Now let's look at what you need to be aware of. The Shaman of Loss. Well, the Shaman of Loss speaks of restoration and balance, coming to terms with what you've lost. But at the same time, it's acknowledging who you are at your core. Not all the stuff that you're told you are, but who you are at your core. So let's go through this and let's clarify. Two of Cups, Princess of Coins, Two of Swords. Well, with the Two of Cups here, you realize that at your core, you're a lover. You're not a fighter. Or maybe you're ready to fight for love. But we have this balancing thing. So we have the 8 and 8, and we have the 2 and 2. And as I'm looking at this, it feels very much like when you're understanding parts of who you are, we see that the Princess of Coins is here as well. So the Two of Cups speaks of love. We have the Princess of Coins. She's an individual that understands the value of things around her. She is not one of those individuals where she's just like, oh, flighty. She's grounded. So as I'm looking at this, it feels very, very solid. This is something that you are not just being sort of flippant about. It's something that you're really focused and being thoughtful around. You know, the other part of the princess is being open to the wealth that's around you, being practical, that exploration, those types of things. And with this whole thing, this Shaman of Loss and understanding who you are and the Two of Swords, it almost feels to me that as you're looking at this Two of Swords, how do I do this? How do I do this? So let's pull 3 more, because around the end of the read here, because I think we have, yes. Let's pull the 3 more, please. For Taurus. Final advice for Taurus. Thank you. The Dancer of Life. The Spirit of Initiation. And the Dancer of Beginnings. Very nice. So the Dancer of Life. We have the Dancer of Beginnings. So new ideas, starting out. The Dancer of Life speaks about hope and celebration, joy, trying to take that joy and appreciation that's around you as well. And then we have the Spirit of Initiation. And this is accessing inner wisdom and allowing yourself to transform. And I'm going to pull 3 cards around this. So you can see that there's this fear in the beginning, and then we see the advice to let yourself go into it. See the good that's there, see the bad that's there, but go forward anyway. So let's pull 3 more. Thank you. 1, 2. Ooh. Very interesting. 6 of Cups, the World, and the 3 of Cups. The 6 of Cups can talk about a past love, the world, success and happiness, and the 3 of Cups, of course, is that coming together. So embracing the things that you've gone through, being happy and moving forward, regardless of what happens, it seems And this is interesting because I've seen this sort of energy show up from other readers around possibly an ex coming back to you to reinitiate these types of things. But that is what I have for you today, Taurus. Taurus, please do me a favor. Let me know how you liked this style of read. I know it was sort of very different. Two new decks. I've never experienced them before. But I kind of like the messages that came out for you. Feel free to give this a thumbs up or thumbs down. Thank you all for being here. I do appreciate your likes, your subscribes, your comments, even your dislikes. Thank you for being here. I hope this week is better than your last. We'll see you next time. Stay safe.